Of course, no James Harden. Bledsoe ball. But I think the story right now, the playoffs have already started for the New Orleans Pelicans. Do they have enough?
Golden State is in 9th, they're in 11th, so very interesting
for New Orleans. And here's right now at 25 and 32, 3.5 game team in the Knicks to a pretty porous defensive club in the Brooklyn Nets. And they're already flying. Frustrating not to be able to get the pieces together. Kevin Durant had to leave Sunday's game with a thigh injury.
Of talent with this Brooklyn team is the continuity aspect of Brandon.
Brooklyn 25th in the league defensively is
big three and how they'll react. A nice pass, see the playmaking ability.
Offensive rebounds. They're currently 3rd in the NBA in offensive rebounds. And a lot of their game. Look at the three-point accuracy as well. Not just high volume, but the accurate run. Brooklyn a very slow start after a heartbreaking loss in Miami.
In order to keep the defense at bay.
Here's Joe Harris.
Off of screens, getting his man behind him, then getting the momentum to go down.
At the end, dominating in the paint. Green. Oh, Cage!
Put up and put it on you.
Yeah, there's an Uncle Drew and an Uncle Jeff going on here tonight. 30 points. He made 7 threes in their matchup. 16-0 run by the Pelicans. Some major swings in this first quarter. Zion
in the middle of the lane. The beauty about that move is one dribble. He's to his kill spot, so to speak, and able to find again. But he felt that
games with Detroit averaged over 12 for the Pistons and over 5 rebounds, but a lot. The lack of continuity with their rotations. Alize Johnson cut and a turnover for Brooklyn. Here's Kyra Lewis for 3, and team 5 on the floor. You'd have 3 20-year-olds and a 23-year-old
play and consistency all the way around when you have that many.
That gives him 2.5 assists a game. Blake Griffin, nice rotational piece. How about Blake Griffin? He hadn't played much. He went this long stretch without. Green's had the signature moment of this game for the Nets. Gets it back. He'll oblige.
On the last 9 games, averaging about 13 points a game. But you can rely on him offensively. He's cooking offensively for the Pelicans. It opens up so many other opportunities for his teammates. And
3 jump shots, 2 from 3-point range in the final minute and a half. And it is interesting to see Stan Van Gundy's rotations, who gets the minutes, who he sticks with. Lewis, good find there. So often taps it to a teammate. This time Najee Marshall. Marshall's been excellent for them, an undrafted experience running the point guard, but there are others who carry that burden as well, as Joe Harris. Harris knocking down his first to an 8-point Pelicans lead. Griffin now other way. Ball comes up short. I'm sure Steve Nash would love to see it take there. Oh, no. So Bruce Brown makes it a 4-point game.
To miss Brooklyn, another chance to get out in transition to tie or take the lead. An excellent pass. 2-for-1 situation. Be able to. Cylinders showing a little hops, and Brandon Hammond and Griffin middle pick and roll. A charging foul. Now you're saddled with number 4.
One of his 3. A roster around with specific pieces.
Zion understanding who he is as a player. See Joe Harris.
About some of his influences. He's been watching a lot of video lately of some old schoolers, Jim. He's 63 apiece.
Yeah, beautiful play. We saw a lot of that. Able to answer the score on the other end.
Kyrie Irving for 3. Here's Joe Harris.
Shot.
Well, a little sloppy there by Bledsoe. Ends up as a turnover. Shamet all the way. And Williamson crashing the boards. Joe Harris. New Orleans at one point had a 13-point lead early.
It's a thing you don't get back. No one picks up the ball and stops it. Now you give up another 2 points. Look real nice. Those look real nice. So you can figure out. That's
now Brooklyn will get it organized. Jordan inside. He's not pleased with the way he's handled it. He said, I haven't been able to find the right himself accountable as well as his players.
Well, I mean, the challenge. It's tougher because you don't want to have built-in excuses. Kyrie with the beautiful cross this time in order to really get on the court and correct your mistakes. Now begin to cause some of these hamstring issues. Just
down 6. Zion back on the floor. He's got Harris on him. Goes 20 points in the paint of his 22 tonight. And ends up in the hands of Marshall. Marshall, a two-way player, giving him a big lift with all the injuries they had. And for the game, 4-point Brooklyn lead. Pelicans with the ball. Zion Williamson at the controls. Gives it up. It's been a nice run here for the Pelicans. Shamet all the way in. To us about him prior to tonight was a point guard at Wichita State.
At the end, but you know, to get back in it, but our defense was not what it needed to be.
Underway. Jim, don't want to get too deep into this fourth quarter before we recognize Stan Van Gundy and Steve.
The next challenge as we move forward.
Well, our MVP matchup on ESPN Friday. Joe Harris slips free. Luau can give him a finishing kick. They have really struggled finishing games. Zion.
You're looking up the back of his jersey. He's at the rim.
Oh, gets to the middle. Nothing there for him. Marshall taking on Brown. Clock. Hernan Gomez. And Hernan Gomez, the friend.
The young team showed a lot of patience and didn't take a tough shot. In the last since All-Star break, shooting 54%, but more importantly, that's his third 3-time.
Williamson with 29 now. Updated his.
That this young team continues to try to get better.
That was the first free throw Marshall has made today.
By Brooklyn against this Nets defense, and then once again you give it up. Great defense that time by Kyrie.
Games. Brooklyn trying to. Under 4 minutes to go. Pelicans down 7. Lonzo Ball will. All right, Jason, thank you. Good stuff. That's a 4th foul on Blake Griffin. Kyrie Irving a little
ability to get to his spots in late game situations to get the shot.
Ball movement. Pelicans close out well. Griffin left open. Now Griffin go. Griffin playing with those 4 fouls. He did knock down a 3 earlier tonight. Here's Zion now. Under a minute. For the Pelicans, their playoff start right now. They got to win every game possible. And Irving trying to put this one away. Kyrie Irving almost lost the handle. Gets it back. Irving. Oh! Pelicans still have 1 timeout left. It's going to be Marshall now for 3. Never really got a handle.
4, 5,
offensive
6, 7,
board.
8
Kyra Lewis
wins for the season.